Hello, everybody. My name's Margaret Pratt, and I'm talking to you today to update you on the case of my husband, Roger Pratt, who was murdered in St. Lucia in January 2014. Firstly, I want to just say how pleased everyone who cares about St. Lucia was that it wasn't in the direct path of hurricanes Irma and Maria, unlike neighbouring Martinique and Dominica. I think everyone feels for the suffering of the Caribbean islands that have been affected by the hurricanes. And I know St. Lucia's rallying round to help in every way they can. So in terms of the case, I think there are really two particular things that have happened. Firstly, a real bolt from the blue. My attorney, Leslie Prosper, was in touch on the 5th of October to say that the case against those who have been charged with effectively it's grievous bodily harm against me had been brought before the court, and because it's the same people who are also charged with Roger's murder, they've now consolidated the murder and the violent attack on me back into one case. I never understood why it was two cases in the first place. I think it's an eminently sensible and efficient move by the judicial authorities in St. Lucia. What I'm now waiting for is the case that will be heard on the 23rd of October, when once again one of the defendants' fitness to plead will be reassessed. Last time it went into court, the judge apparently shouted at everybody because the expert witness didn't bother to turn up, and the prosecution attorney didn't even have the case file with him in court. So I'm now waiting for the 23rd, when I hope there'll be a determination about whether this particular person is able to, has the capacity and capability to stand trial. Earlier this week, I met with the High Commissioner in London, Mr. Guy Myers. He was very generous with his time. He gave me an hour. I was able to express my frustration to him about the lack of progress in the case and all the problems that have been encountered. Mr. Myers has gone away. He's wants a briefing from the Attorney General in St. Lucia about the progress of the case. And I'm hoping that next month maybe I'll be able to meet with him again and have another helpful and constructive conversation with him about how the blocks and impediments that this case appears to have encountered can be cleared. One of the things that's happened over the past couple of weeks is that the family of a murdered politician, Simone Garnier, who was murdered in 2013, I think, have come forward with an open letter asking for a cold case review and, again, bringing forward the issues of police response and generally crime and justice issues in St. Lucia. In the last week, the 41st murder in St. Lucia this year has been reported. St. Lucia, with a population of 180,000 or so, continues to be a very, very violent place. I am optimistic, though, that the response of the public to our video and to this blog means that awareness of these issues are being raised and pressure is starting to come from all quarters for improvement.